Henri Montegut. French. French for Henry. Henri Montegut. I'm a junior. I'm Henry Jr. Henri Montegut is my name. But when I was born, they didn't want to call me Hank or Henry Jr. And so my aunt says, she started calling me Henri, and it stuck.
Well, how many years have you been tattooing?
27 years. Well, I've had the shop for 27 years, so it's 30 years. I started 30 years ago.
Because I know you opened the shop up in 1990.
Right.
But I figured you were doing it much longer than that.
So I did my 3-year apprenticeship. 3 years is what the apprenticeship usually lasts. And I did that, and one thing led to another, and I ended up opening my own shop because that's just the way I am. And with English Craig, who just passed away recently of cancer, unfortunately. But he's we opened up Electric Expressions. It was right next door, upstairs. We were there for 10 years together, and I opened another shop, and he didn't want to do this other shop on Carrollton. And so I had 2 shops, and we had that one together. And then the shop on Carrollton, the building ended up getting torn down, so I had to move. I moved to Canal Street, and I hated it on Canal Street. So I decided to move back out here, and I'm back out here now.
And what made you first get into tattoos or want to get into the tattoo?
Just the art part. I saw a lot of possibilities with it, and I had gotten a couple of tattoos. I played in a bunch of punk rock bands in the 80s, and from that I got a couple of tattoos, only 2 or 3, and I got divorced. I opened a bar at 21, my own bar, and the marriage didn't last. That was not a good idea. And so I had to pay child support, and I'm sitting there, I need to do something. Tattoos might be a good thing to do on the side. So I said, I got a tattoo machine, and I said, this is too hard. You can't learn this medium just on your own. So I finally talked him into giving me an apprenticeship. I did that, and the rest is history.
Final man, what did it mean for a doctor to take you under your wing and essentially you be his pupil or your friend?
It took a lot of convincing, because to get an apprenticeship is not easy. It still isn't easy. There's some people that do it just because, and then charge you. You know, back then they never charged you, and I still don't charge anybody. If I'm gonna teach you how to tattoo, you gotta really show me that you want to do it and that you can do it, and you're gonna be devoted to it. I'll work with you in any way, but you gotta really convince me that you're gonna be in it for the long haul. And when he took me in, it was like, I don't know, it was a good feeling, because he, I knew that he didn't take anybody, and but at the same time, Doc's kind of a weird guy. He's a very hard man to work for. But we got along good. Now we get along better than we ever did, I worked every day from 8 to 5 at doing art at a screen printing company. I went home, I ate dinner real quick, and I went straight to the tattoo shop. I got there for about 6:30, and I stayed there till 10. And I did that for 3 years, every night, 6 nights a week. I look back on it and say, how the hell did I do that? I remember taking naps in my car at lunch, and yeah, even when I opened my own shop, I was kind of scared because I didn't know what was going to happen with that. And I never felt like that with other jobs, with other things that opened up. So I worked. I had a good boss at this place. I was working at United Expo. It's a convention company. They do all the graphics for conventions, all of the signs and all of the different setups and stuff. And I had a lot of leeway there. So I worked half a day there, and I go to work at the tattoo shop half a day. And I did that for a year before I finally said, okay, I got it.
Great. So, simple question to go along with it. What was the first tattoo that you ever got?
Mighty Mouse.
Why Mighty Mouse holding a Confederate flag?
Well, it's got Louisiana written in it too. So it's got that extra meaning. People used to call me. I wrestled in high school. So this little 98-pound muscle guy, you know.
Nickname Mighty.
Yeah, and it just, I don't know, man. Sounded like a good idea at the time.
What was the first tattoo you personally ever did?
First one I ever did, I think it was an eagle on this friend of mine, roommate that I had at the time, with my second wife. We had this friend of mine move in with his two kids, and he lost his apartment or something, and I took him in to help him out. And he got an eagle on his arm, and it wasn't great, but we fixed it since then, and he loves it, you know.
Everybody went there first. They got sentimental value.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Guy Aitchison. He's an artist up in Chicago, not Chicago, Illinois. He started in Chicago, and he was one of the. He started at the same time I did, pretty much. Young guy. He was a lot younger than me, but we started at the same time. And he does all of this. He did this one here, and he did this one here. And this is the kind of stuff that he got into. I told him to take. I wanted the computers and tattoos were coming in together. They were starting to meld really strongly at the time. And I said I wanted something that's computer generated with a tattoo. So he took this and did it in his computer, and we did that when he came down for the convention in New Orleans, because I host a convention here every year. It's the 25th year coming up, and he came. I had a lot of people come down here for the convention and whatnot to tattoo. It's gonna be. We're gonna do a lot of good stuff with it. I think usually it's the Voodoo Fest weekend. Halloween weekend. Every year it's been the same weekend as the Voodoo Fest. But I think it's another guy up in Memphis that does it down here. And years ago he had started with a Memphis show. And that was one of the first conventions that I really went to. It was really hard to get into conventions back then, because just because you owned a shop and you did tattoos didn't mean that you could get in a booth at a convention. You had to really send a portfolio and get, know somebody and all this kind of stuff to get in. And I always, that was one of my big goals. Like, I want to get in these conventions. I didn't know any of these big guys, but I sent my portfolio, and I got in. I went to one in Amsterdam, like that, and invited to that one. That was the biggest honor I've ever had, I think. That one.
You were blown away by the reception.
It was just and they had a French guy there, and Tintin, and what's his name, Tintin, crazy guy. And he's from Toulouse, France, and he comes up to me, goes up to the booth, and goes, "Henri Montegut, I read a lot about you," and he knew how to say my name, and you know, it was, and he's in France, and he read the articles on me, you know, which was like really awesome. And he was somebody I admired, you know.
Yeah. I have 2 more questions. After such a long career, you've been doing this for over 30 years. What keeps you motivated? I know you told me earlier that, you know, a couple of things that motivated you, like cover up tattoos and things like that. It gives you a challenge. What challenges you to keep you going right now?
I don't know. I've never lost a love for it. I don't know. It's one of those things that I've gotten into a lot more into painting, and that side of it. Before I never made the time for it because I worked a lot. I mean, I worked a lot of hours, and now I'm taking time and I'm painting, and that kind of gives me it makes your tattoos better. Gives you another insight on how to do a tattoo, and it's all this industry is just changing. It has changed so much in the last 15 years. It's phenomenal. I mean, it's really, really come so far, and it's still changing. It's still getting better and better and better. You know. So I don't know. As long as it's doing that, I guess I'll still be here.